Hello and welcome back to the Derek S channel. Before I even get started, I do want to remind you guys, if you're new here, to go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Help me out. And for all the people who have subscribed in the last few episodes that I've put out, I definitely appreciate it. As you guys know, I keep bees, and as well as I kind of talk about my little side business that I do with the bounce houses and water slides. And the name of this channel is Derek S. So what that means is that this channel is going to be about whatever, whenever it's happening in my life, and the things that I would love to share on YouTube. So definitely go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And and one other thing I do want to tell you guys, I do have another YouTube channel. If you're even remotely interested into cryptocurrencies, then definitely come on over and check me out. It's called Crypto Gangs. That's Crypto Gangs with a Z. And I'll put a link down in the description of that channel. But if you guys saw the thumbnail to this video, then you know that this video is me talking about a problem that I found while inspecting my hives on October the 18th. And just to give you guys a little bit of history, some of you may not know, but this is my first year keeping bees, and so everything was going perfect until this day. Everything was perfect. The queen perfect, brood perfect. I mean, just everything working perfect. And as I get towards the end of this video, then I'm definitely going to tell you guys what I think happened. But I do want to say that, like I said, my first year beekeeping, everything was going perfect. And, as you can see me checking this top super out, I was trying to see if those bees would start drawing comb up top up there. And one of the reasons is because they were storing a lot of honey and nectar in the two brood boxes below that box. But the reason I'm narrating and I'm doing a voiceover on this video is because, number one, whenever I realized the problem that I was having with this hive, I lost all concentration. There was no way I could talk to the camera. And so it was just, this video is just me going through the boxes and realizing I have a problem, and I forgot all about the camera. I was just trying to figure out this issue. And so that's why I'm doing this voiceover. That's why I'm narrating this video, is because there's really not much content other than you seeing me go through these boxes and almost going crazy, looking around trying to find, number one, my queen. And that's just one of the problems that I had. I could not find my queen. And look, that super on top, as you guys can see, I'm taking off this queen excluder. I don't know if that's part of the reason why the bees weren't drawing comb up top. But also, I know it's late in the season, and so that may play a part as well why the bees weren't trying to draw comb in the top super box and start trying to move a little bit of honey or nectar up top. The next issue was, before I even get into that, you guys know I have the Guardian beehive entrance, which supposedly stops hive beetles. If you just notice, I did just kill a live hive, adult hive beetle, and whenever I took the cover off, the top off, that wasn't a hive beetle I was killing. That was a spider that was in there. So I just killed that spider and got her out the way. But I did find one live hive beetle in my hive. So I don't know if that got in through a crack in my hive boxes or if it got in through the entrance. Either way, one hive beetle to me still, there's no issue with that. Okay, so the first issue was I go through this top box, and I could not find my queen there. And as time went on, I ended up in the bottom box, and the queen wasn't there either. And I'm not gonna make you guys and girls watch this whole video. I'm just using this video just so I can narrate over and kind of give you guys an idea of what I was dealing with and what solution I came up with. And my solution took me close to 2 weeks because I was pondering. I did not know what to do. But first of all, I could not find my queen. I looked and looked through these boxes over and over, could not find my queen. If you guys remember, I did a video a while back doing a alcohol wash to check for varroa mites, and I started thinking, maybe did I accidentally put the queen and do the alcohol wash with my queen? But if you guys remember in that video, I counted every bee, and I think I would have noticed my queen, and I did not notice her. But I was thinking maybe I did kill my queen that way. The second issue that I ran into was there was 2 swarm cups, no eggs in them, not capped or anything like that, but 2 swarm cups on the bottom of one of the frames, and a supersedure cell that was capped. Okay, that freaked me out because I could not find my queen, and I found 2 swarm cells, and I found supersedure cell capped, ready to rock and roll, you know, ready for a queen to come out of it. And I didn't know how long that cell had been capped or how long it's been there. So that freaked me out because I couldn't find my queen. Now the second thing that freaked me out is, here it is, October the 18th. This is the wrong time to overthrow a queen, because any virgin queen more than likely will not get mated, and if she gets mated, she may not even make it back to the hive. And like I said in the beginning of the video, this is my first year of beekeeping, and I started with only 1 hive. And with that being said, guys, I've watched so many videos with people giving suggestions to new beekeepers to always start with about, you know, at least 3 hives. That way, if something happens to 1 or 2 of them, you'll still have a hive to carry you over through winter, so that next spring you can, you know, make things happen. Because once it's fall or winter, there's not many options you have. You know, you can maybe buy a mated queen and try to get her in there and get them to accept her, and you know, that's probably the only option that I was looking at. And in fact, I even pondered upon that option and started looking for queens that I can buy. And through my limited research on that, I only found 1 place that was selling queens from Hawaii, and the queens were, I think, $36, and shipping was like $36. So it's about $72 they were asking, you know, to ship and deliver those mated queens to you. But like I said, over the course of almost 2 weeks, I, you know, went back and I checked this hive again, and lo and behold, my queen was there. And then I checked those 2 swarm cells, and they were still open with no queen, no egg in them. The supersedure cell was still capped. And this is the freaky part, or the creepy, or the weird part to me, was the supersedure cell was still capped. I did not see any damage to it, but I decided to bust that sucker open and kill anything that would be in there. But when I busted open, there was nothing in there. So I don't know what that was all about. There was no egg, there was no larva, there was nothing in there. So I don't know what the deal was with that. But I was excited to see my queen. Now, another issue that I noticed was there was a whole bunch of drone. Before I found my queen, I noticed that there was a whole bunch of drone cap brood, you know, cap drone cells, and a lot of drones in my hive. And so then I was thinking, oh my God, do I have a laying worker? That was, I was like, please don't let there be a laying worker. But like I said, I ended up finding my queen, and I don't know what the deal was, but she's laying drone, or she was laying drones. And then when I came back, like I said, I came back and found the queen. I noticed that there was some brood, cap brood. And I did notice some eggs, you know, the first inspection, when I noticed I had a problem. I did see eggs in some of the cells, but I didn't know whether those were going to be drones or worker bees brood. So nevertheless, found my queen. I found her laying drones. I found her laying worker brood, and they were capped and they were tending to them. But to the problem, what do I think the problem was? Well, after really looking at my hives, I think I got honey bound. My bees had so much nectar and capped honey. It was insane. The queen had nowhere to lay. I mean, all she could do is just walk around all day until a cell, I guess, came available, and she happened to walk up on it and lay an egg in it. And so that kind of freaked me out. I was like, man, you know, next year I definitely need to keep in mind of better management of the taking care of their making sure they have room to store their nectar and honey, and as well as giving the queen space to lay eggs. Now, like I said, first year beekeeper, and my thing was my bees didn't have any comb. They had to draw out all their comb because I bought a package, not a nuke. And so, you know, I couldn't just put a super on there with drawn comb. I had to put a super on there and hope that they would be encouraged enough to go up there and like draw comb, but they weren't doing it. And so, you know, I'm only limited to the space that I have available, which were the 2 brood boxes, which are pretty much drawn out. You know, I think there may be a couple of cones in there that aren't completely drawn out, but they were working on that, you know, definitely finishing out. So I was excited to see that. I hope that everything goes, you know, good through winter so that next year I can multiply and make splits and, you know, try to reduce my exposure, I guess you could say, be more diversified, and have more than just one hive for the coming year 2020. So guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, if it's your first time to the channel, like I said, definitely please do subscribe to the channel. Leave me your questions and comments down in the comment section. Hit that bell for notifications, thumb up the video, and I want to thank you for stopping by. So until next time, have a great day.